Hello everybody and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I am going to be working on building the school once again. So last episode I built the library here and I think it looks really cool. We got some windows over here, which I'm probably going to move the windows around a little bit because they're not really in the best spot. So I'm going to move these so that they're a little bit more centered because I was trying to match them up with the windows over there, but it just doesn't fit in with the size of this room. So that's the first thing I wanted to do today, was fix these windows. The other thing that I'm going to be working on is building the brand new cafeteria, which for some reason, there's a bunch of horses in here. I don't know where these came from, but there's apparently a bunch of horses that decided to come into the cafeteria. But that's what I'm going to be working on next. But first, I got to move these windows around so that they're in a better spot. Alright, so I've changed the windows around to now I've got 3 windows. They're all 3-block windows instead of 4-block windows now. So that way you can look outside and you can see the other part of the building, and eventually I'm going to decorate that with some trees, and also some bushes are going to go out there as well, but I'm going to work on that later. Today I want to work on building the cafeteria, which I'm going to start off with filling in the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the floor here with dorite. And this is the polished door right here. And then once this is done, I'm going to go ahead and put the ceiling on, where I'm just going to use the bricks. And then I'm also going to put in the lights using the glowstone here. And then once that's done, I will start working on building all of the tables. And I also want to build the room that's going to be over here, to where you're actually going to pick up the food. Okay, so I've just finished building the room here. So now I've got lights on the ceiling. I've got the 2 entrances, which I'm going to move these around because at the moment they're not really in a good spot. So this is going to be a wall right here. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in, and we're going to have the area where we actually make the food over there. So now that I've got this wall built, I can actually build the food area. So I'm going to go ahead and move this door down to probably right about here. I think should give enough space. So you'll be able to enter the cafeteria right here. And then there's going to be a door right here. This is going to be the staff door to get into the back. And this is going to be the kitchen area where we make all the food. And then there's going to be a section in here where I'm going to break out the wall like that. And then this is going to be where you pick up the food. So I'm going to have like a huge opening here where you can come and pick up food. And then I'm going to fit the tables in over here. Now, I'm also going to have a second doorway, but I'm going to move this all the way over to the end of the room here. So that way, we've got 2 entrances, 1 on each side. So that's the cafeteria built. Okay, so now that I've got the room set up, I can now build all of the tables that are going to go in here. So I'm going to do that with a combination of stone stairs and white concrete. So I'm going to go ahead and start the tables right here, and they're going to go 4 blocks long. And then I'm going to do the table bit, which is going to be made out of concrete. And then I'm going to put a second set of chairs right there. So that's what the table's going to look like. And then I'm just going to put the next one that's like right behind that one. And I'm just going to go through and put in a bunch of these tables. Now I also need to leave some space for like walking. So I'm going to put probably like 3 blocks of space in. I just have to see how much room I actually need because the door's over there. So I'm going to have to leave that spot open. So if I put a table right here, and then I do another table over here that's 4 blocks, That'll leave 3 blocks of space there. We'll have 3 blocks of space there. And it should work out perfectly. I just have to see where this ends. It should end right by the wall. Alright, so this is where the tables end. We've got 2 blocks of space here, which I could actually make this as like the door. So this will work out pretty good for all of the tables. Now all I have to do is put in the rest of them here. So I'm going to go through, put down all of the chairs, and then I'm going to start working on building the kitchen area. Okay, so I've just put in all of the tables here. I decided to move the door that was over here all the way to the back, and I made it a 2-block door instead of the 3-block door that I had before. This one over here, I'm probably going to change this one as well to 2-block door, so that way it fits in better. We've got 3 blocks over there, 3 blocks over there, and then we've got all of this space here, which I'm also going to move this all the way over to here. Because I've got all of this space over here, I'm going to move the food area right here to where you pick up the food. And then the staff entrance is going to go over here instead. So that is how this is going to be set up. So now that I've got the tables put in and I've got the wall set up for here, I need to get some doors. So for the doors here, I'm going to go ahead and use spruce doors. So I'm going to put spruce doors right there. I'm also going to do doors here, but these will probably be left open. So we'll do those doors there. I might as well open up the library doors as well. But now you can go inside, and we've got all the tables right there. You can come over here, and I'm going to have the food inside here. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to put like a little ledge right here. So that way we could have all the food lined up on here. And then over here is where we're actually going to cook stuff. So I want to get some of the different furnaces here. So I'm going to grab a furnace. I'm going to grab a smoker. And we're probably not going to need the blast furnace for this. I also want to get some chests here for storage. I can even use a barrel as well to store stuff. But I do want to get quartz. So quartz is going to be the main block that I'm going to use for the countertops. So I'm going to grab quartz blocks. And I also want to get the quartz stairs as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some quartz blocks down like this. And then I'm also going to put a few furnaces. I'm going to put some smokers in right there. I might as well build quartz all the way along here. I also want to build like a fridge area. And that's going to be kind of like its own little room. So I could actually expand out here and build a huge like fridge area. So if I were to build a wall out, this should be enough room. It doesn't have to be that big. We just have to have like some shelves to where we can store all the different food on. And then I also need to have a door. So I'll probably put the door right here. And then this whole section here is just going to be food storage. Alright, so I've built the fridge room here, and now I need to put some storage in here so I can actually store the food. So I'm going to put some barrels in like that, so you can store everything in there. And then I'm also going to put some on this side. I might have to put these on a different block because I've got the door here. I could actually move the door over to a different block, but I think this should be fine. We'll have the door like that, and then we've got a bunch of food storage here. And then over here is going to be where we cook everything. And then this is where we put the food down to get sent out into the cafeteria over there. So I'm going to add in another kind of like storage area here. I'm going to go ahead and build this counter all the way along here. So I want to add in a cooler area that will be over here, where they can store the food until it's ready to go over there. So I want to build like a small little cooler that is going to store the food. And I'm going to build that with some iron doors like this. And I also need to find a block that I'm going to put around this. I'm thinking of just using like one of the black blocks. Like concrete would probably be best to go around here. So if I go ahead and grab some concrete and just build this around, we've got the cooler here. And then I need to put the levers in. The only thing is the doors are not actually going the right direction. So this door, that opens that way. And then I need to get another door. Oh wait, that one worked. Okay, I don't know why they didn't work before. But now, both the doors are going the right direction. So you can go ahead and open up the cooler. And this will just be like a little storage area. So I could actually add in some ice down here to actually cool the stuff in the barrels. So I'm going to go ahead and close that up, and that's going to be the cooler right there. And then we've got all the different furnaces over here for cooking stuff. I should probably put a sink in. So for the sink, I'm going to need a bucket of water along with some cauldrons. Now, I can put it over on this side, or I can put it over on that side. I think right here should be fine. So I can go ahead and fill that up with some water. So we've got a nice little sink area there. And then that's pretty much it for the back kitchen area. I could actually put in another, like, row here of quartz. They kind of separate the two parts of the room. And this can also be more storage to put stuff on, and it's like working surface. But it also might be a good idea to kind of expand this out here. So this is what the kitchen looks like. I think it looks really cool. I'm going to go ahead and add in a few levers here so that we can use that to get the water into the cauldrons. And then over here, I was thinking about putting like some item frames down to display everything. Because the item frames are kind of like the only way to really display items. So if I were to put a bunch of item frames like this, any of the food, you could just put it in there and then you grab it and take it to your seat. I could also get like a tray area where you can like pick up a tray. The only thing is I don't know which item I can use for that. I guess I could use like trap doors or slabs. Could look like trays. So if I were to get like a bunch of like polished black stone slabs here and put them in like a chest, I guess that could be like our trays. So if I go and grab a chest here and put this down like over in the corner and go ahead and store all of these in there. And now you can pick up a tray, you can grab your food, and then head over to the tables. So that is the cafeteria built. So I'm going to do a quick little walkthrough here from the beginning. The other thing I was thinking about doing was possibly just blocking this off and having the hallway end here. Because there's really no point in this section over here because there's nothing behind here. This just lays outside. The only thing that's over there is, I think, the offices. Yeah, the offices are right over here. So I guess there could be like a second entrance to the office here. But I don't think that's really that useful to have two entrances. I guess I could put this in. That way there's at least something that this is used for. It still doesn't make sense to have like this huge open area for the hallway. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this area open so that you can get access to the offices that way as well. But this spot over here is just going to be left open because there's really nothing I could do here unless I turn this into a room. I guess I could turn this into an office room. but otherwise it's useless. So we're going to leave that there. But this is what the cafeteria looks like. I think it looks really nice. The tables are a little plain. I feel like I should add like some decorations on them, but there's really no decorations that you need for a table. But that's going to be pretty much it for today. That is the cafeteria built. Next episode, I'm going to start working on building the gym area that's right over here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, so make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody!